How does ListingGrabber.com get you more listings and other marketing services? Just watch. If you're looking at other marketing systems to find sellers, I'd like to share what makes us different and, most importantly, why ListingGrabber gets more results than other systems on the market. The two most significant differences that set us apart are our understanding of direct response marketing and our focus on saturation farming. Let me explain. One of the most important things to realize is just because something is direct mail doesn't mean it's direct response. And equally as important, just because it's direct response doesn't mean it's equally as responsive. Direct response marketing, especially as it relates to finding sellers, is the art of getting future sellers responding so you can identify and follow up with them. To share how we differ from others, let's first talk about what direct response marketing actually is. One of the fundamentals of marketing is what we call the educational spectrum. Here's how it works. When homeowners start to think about selling, they move on to what we call the educational spectrum. This is where they educate themselves on what it takes to sell their home. They ask questions such as, how much is my home worth? How long will it take to sell? What can I fix so it sells for more? How much money will I keep? Where do I move? And lots more. And then they start to research online, they talk to friends and family, drive through neighborhoods looking at homes that are for sale, and more. The bottom line is they have lots of questions and spend time looking for answers, and they do all of this before calling an agent. So how do you get sellers to respond? It's simple. Offer them information they want to know. You see, most premium services offer only one piece of information. What is your home worth? And then they direct people to an online CMA. Now this is a great offer and it may generate a lot of responses. The challenge is most people responding have no interest in selling. Think about it. If you went through a neighborhood and asked everyone, would you like to know what your home is worth? How many would say yes? All of them. But how many are thinking about selling? Just a few, if any. So if you don't narrow down this offer, you'll get a ton of responses and waste a lot of time following up with a bunch of people who have no interest in selling. That doesn't work. The key to marketing is to get the right people, those who are thinking about selling, to respond to your mailing, and get the wrong people, those who aren't thinking about selling, to ignore it. The only way to do that is to offer information that only a seller is interested in. Does that make sense? Let me show you how this works. The reason direct response marketing works is it follows a proven path of interrupt, create curiosity among the right prospects, and then give an easy call to action to respond. In marketing, the headline is known as an interrupter. People's lives are busy. We have to interrupt them and immediately grab their attention with something of interest, or they ignore our marketing piece. So the most important part of your marketing is actually the headline. In fact, did you realize the headline is responsible for about 85% of your results? You see, it's the headline that articulates your offer, grabs their attention, and gets those thinking about selling to read the rest of your message. If you can't grab their attention, you've already lost them. This requires a lot of testing to find what prospects to respond to. As a result, not only do we consistently test new offers to see what works, but we actually copyright every message we create to protect it as our intellectual property. For example, here's a powerful headline and subhead that interrupts and creates compelling curiosity. The 7 most expensive mistakes you can make when selling your home and what you can do to avoid them. Hint, most homeowners lose thousands of dollars by the time they close unless they fix these problems before putting their home on the market. Do you see how this interrupts a person, grabs their attention, and creates curiosity to want to learn more? And do you see how it will only attract a person thinking about selling, but someone not interested in selling would likely ignore it? This is the art of direct response marketing. Now let's see if I can make this easier to understand. I'd like to show you actual examples from some of the other marketing systems. Now I'm not trying to bash them, I just want to show you the difference between what you get with ListingGrabber versus what you get with everyone else. So let's look at the first one. What's the headline? It's simple. What are homes selling for in your area? Is this a compelling, attention-grabbing headline? Not really, is it? Who's going to be interested in this? Everyone in the neighborhood or just sellers? Are you starting to see what I'm talking about? Let's look at some others. If you knew your home would sell at the right price, would you sell? Is that an attention-grabbing headline? Does it compel someone to want to learn more? Doesn't grab you? Okay, let's look at another one. Find out what your home is worth, get your free home estimate instantly. What about this one? Does it follow the direct response marketing process of interrupt, create curiosity, and give a clear, simple call to action? Does it do anything for you? It doesn't? Okay, let's look at a couple more. Home selling rule number 1, price it right. Sell your home for more in less time. So what do you think? Does it make a seller go, wow, I've got to check this out? All right, let's look at one more. How to get up to 18% more for your home if you're thinking about selling. Learn the top 4 secrets I found to actually get buyers paying as much as 18% more for my clients' homes. Doing these before your home goes on the market can significantly impact what you get for it. Is that compelling? Does it grab a seller's interest and create curiosity to want to know more? Yeah, actually this one, it does. So we found one of them that actually works. Oh wait, hold on. This is one of ours. No wonder it's compelling. Are you starting to see the differences now? Do you see why not all direct response is equally as responsive? So when you're looking at marketing systems, the first thing you have to ask is, do they understand marketing, and do their marketing pieces follow the proven direct response marketing process? A strong headline to interrupt and get attention, compelling copy to create curiosity, and an easy call to action that gets them to actually respond. As you saw in those examples, most of them don't even come close. Now I have to tell you a story about this. Recently I was talking with one of our customers. He's been with us for about 11 months, and we were talking about why ListingGrabber gets better results than other systems out there. Then he laid a bombshell on me. He said, and I actually quote, "I don't know if you know it or not, but I actually signed up with blank." And he gave the name of the most dominant premium marketing system out there, one that focuses on analytics. And he said, "I signed up with them about the same time I signed up with ListingGrabber. I use the same follow-up with their prospects as I do with yours. Since then, Beatty," he said, "I've had 7 listings with ListingGrabber and have another 6 more coming on the market soon. And with the other company, I haven't had a single listing appointment." And I have to be honest with you, when he told me that, I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe the difference between our results and theirs was that big, but apparently it really is. So let's continue with what makes us different. Another reason we get better results is the realization that one size does not fit all, that not everyone responds to the same offer. We've seen other marketing systems make this mistake over and over again. In fact, you probably saw it yourself with those examples, didn't you? You see, if you're only sending out the same offer every time, such as, "What's your home worth? Visit my website to find out," or "Price your home right, visit my website to learn how." If that's the only offer you send, and you send it multiple times, people start to ignore it. We know because we've tested it. When they start to ignore it, your response rate drops so much that by your 3rd or 4th mailing, you're just wasting money. So if you want to generate a lot of the right prospects, which do you feel is best? Send the same offer every time, or send different offers each time, so if one doesn't get them, the next one will. Yeah, send out different offers. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? So that begs one more question I just have to ask. If it's so obvious, why do you think most of the premium marketing systems use only one offer and keep sending it out over and over again? Could it be they really don't understand direct response marketing? And if not, are they the ones you really want marketing for you? So that brings me to another reason we're different and why we do direct response better. Because we understand marketing and how to get results, we use multiple offers. Every mailing uses a different, powerful headline with a compelling reason for sellers to respond. So if the first offer misses, the second offer may get them. If the second offer misses, the third might get them. In this way, several things happen. First, we identify more sellers because we have more offers for them to respond to. And second, multiple offers keeps your information fresh so homeowners don't get bored with you. And third, multiple offers get homeowners to see you as an expert on everything there is about selling homes, and then they begin to trust you. And that brings me to the second biggest way we're different. ListingGrabber focuses on saturation farming that promotes you, while most premium services focus on selective farming that promotes them. So let's talk about farming for a moment. Farming is when you focus consistent marketing efforts in the same area so that over time you become the trusted realtor and dominate the community. It's a proven method of building market dominance, but the key with farming is you have to be consistent. With our saturation farming, we create that consistency for you and help you build that market dominance over time. Here's what I mean. Each card is focused on promoting you, so when homeowners are ready to sell, they call you. We print a large, crisp photo of you so prospects see your face and name every time. Next, we do micro-marketing. What this means is we micro-market you as the expert in each area we target for you. Let's say a homeowner lives in a subdivision named Ridgeland Estates. When he's ready to sell, who is he more likely to choose? A realtor who focuses all over the city? Or one who is the recognized expert in Ridgeland Estates? Yeah, he's more likely to go with the expert in his community. And that's what our micro-marketing does for you. And finally, you have space to write anything about yourself to share the value you bring to the seller. So every time your mailings go out, we remind homeowners why they should choose you. For example, here's what one of our customers uses. My homes sell a full month faster than the average home. My sellers get $8,872 more than the average seller. I guarantee to sell your home or I pay you. Can you see how those short bullet point statements consistently brand him and articulates why a homeowner should call him? Does this approach to farming really work? Well, just ask Stefan from California. In addition to getting future sellers responding to our offers, Stefan also gets homeowners consistently calling him to list their home right now. He was sharing that it started with his third mailing, and in each of his third, fourth, and fifth mailings, he's had homeowners call him directly, never even visit his website, and ask him to sell their home. And you want to guess what their common response was? Yeah, they all said, I kept getting your postcards and reading how many homes you sell and how fast you sell them, so I want you to sell my home. Isn't that great? It's powerful, and it really does work. Now, the last thing about our saturation farming is we hit 100% of your community multiple times throughout the year. Most premium services only hit about 20% of your community, leaving the rest completely untouched. So, here's a final question. If you want market dominance so people call you to sell their home, in which way will you be more successful? Saturation farming that hits 100% of the homeowners multiple times a year? Or selective farming that only hits 20% of the homeowners? The answer is obvious, isn't it? Between our knowing how to get results with direct response marketing and our understanding of how to maximize results with saturation farming, do you see now why ListingGrabber gets better results? But these are just two of the top reasons why we're different. Because we understand marketing, everything we do is different and each gets you even more results. Let me run through a few more things that set us apart. The first is what we call a direct URL. If you're looking at services who track prospects from postcards, you'll find most require them to enter a key code once they get to a website. Here's one of them. It says, go to this website and enter code. And then look at that code. It's monstrous. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 digits. I've got to really want that information to enter 10 digits once I get to the website. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, but that's just one. I bet the others aren't like that. Really? Let's see. Here's another one. Look at this. I'm not making this up. So I have to go to this website, then I have to enter 1, 2, 3, 9 freaking digits. Being in the direct response marketing field for years, we tested the concept years ago of making people enter additional information once they responded, and we found you lose a ton of prospects doing it. Here's why. Your marketing piece is trying to get prospects to make a decision, in this case, to visit a website. That's hard enough. But if you ask them to make a second decision, such as to enter a code once they get there, you lose most of them. Now, it may not sound like much, but it makes a huge impact in results. When we tested this nationwide, we sent prospects directly to the information they wanted and got 100 units of results. However, when we repeated the test, but required them to enter just a 5-digit code to get the information they wanted, we got only 35 units of results. In other words, we lost 2/3 of the prospects simply by making them enter a code after they'd responded. What's the moral of the story? When you ask prospects to make a second decision, most don't. So that's another way we're different. Because we understand direct response marketing and how to get results, we only give prospects a direct URL, so there's only one decision to make, and that means more prospects for you. Second is what we call follow me ads. Follow me ads are where we place a cookie on prospects' computers when they respond to a postcard and then track them everywhere they go on the internet and post your ad on the sites they visit. But we take it a step further. Rather than posting ads only for prospects visiting from your postcards, we can open up to post ads for prospects in your email marketing database as well. Could you get more transactions if the prospects in your email database constantly saw your ads everywhere they went on the internet? Of course you could, and ListingGrabber can help. Third, the typical marketing systems require prospects to go to a specific website, such as an online CMA, so they can be tracked. But what if you already have a great website yourself? What if you want prospects to go to your website instead of the one provided by your marketing system? Well, with ListingGrabber, you can have it either way. Not only do we have fantastic landing pages already set up for you, but we can send prospects directly to your website instead of ours, and we'll still track them and tell you who responded. That brings me to number 4. We track every prospect who responds. If you do your own mailing, such as with maybe Every Door Direct, and send people to a website, the only way you know who went there is if they fill out a form. So do you know how many hits it takes to get one prospect to fill out your form? For most people, it's 10 to 20 visitors. Now, all of those are valid prospects, but since you only know those who fill out a form, you lose out on 90% or more of the prospects who may convert to transactions. With ListingGrabber, though, we tell you every prospect who responds, whether they fill out a form or not. You'll never lose transactions again because you didn't know who was interested. 5th is our autopilot follow-up system. Not only do we identify future sellers, but we also give you everything you need to successfully follow through with them and convert them to listings. You don't have to create anything. You see, getting listings is a 2-step marketing process. Step 1 is to identify a future seller, and Step 2 is to effectively market yourself to that person so they choose you. We provide the secondary follow-up marketing material. As for the other marketing systems, they don't provide a thing. 6th is our push-button automation. Everything is already set up. When you hire us to market for you, you don't have to do a thing. We do it all for you. And 7th is all the other services we provide to help you get more transactions. These include TextGrabber to let you know who's sitting in front of your listing so you can call them back while they're still there, ExpiredGrabber to get you in front of expireds who want to relist their home, and FSBOGrabber to help you list FSBOs as well. Does all of this really work? Just download our results flyer you'll find on this website and see for yourself. And then finally, if you're looking at premium services using analytics, be sure to check out the comparison between our approach and the analytics approach. I think you'll be surprised at what really goes on and why we continue to get better results. You'll find that at listinggrabber.com/analytics. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.